the like academy type tournament or the contenders type tournament. Hopefully, we get some
Yeah,
people going for that.
yeah. I passed it on to my org, so I'm hoping that he'll
Figured it
field
had like
a team or
some
two.
buy-in. Yeah, figured like some small buy-in would probably be helpful. Then it'll look a
Yeah,
little bit more, I don't know,
professional.
official, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and
Are
we'll
you just gonna
obviously
be making
add
it like a
some of the
case
prize
by
pool.
case basis in regards to teams?
Pretty much, yeah. Like if someone wants to join, that I'm like, yeah, there's no way. Like there was one team like super good dudes, but like they were on a pretty solid Champions League squad before they switched orgs. So I was like, probably not for you guys. They're like, oh, okay, we get in. Like, all right, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Just curious how you were doing it.
Nah, I mean, like I want it to be for teams that actually, like I want it to
Like
be,
like for the
competitive, but
contenders. Yeah. Yeah.
right, yeah, yeah. We're to have enough stuff for like the higher tier players and whatever else. And not saying like some of these guys aren't higher tiers, but I don't know, but they're on teams that just need more practice and reps whatever else. So it's a little bit different, that's for sure. All right, well I guess we're just gonna get the stream started here. We have ourselves a pretty important matchup in Division One here, as Furious Steel is taking on Sad Boy Hours. They are one game apart in the standings. Furious Steel sitting there in 2-1, 6-4 map count. Sad Boy Hours 1-2 with a 5-7 map count. This division overall has gotten pretty tight. Minnesota's finest is sitting there at 3-0, but everybody else is within a game of each other. Primal has a match against Pickuppers here at some point, but there's a giant battle for the second and third spot. I think Primal GG probably has the leg up for the second spot, but the overall still very, very close for the rest of the positions moving forward here. So it's going to be a tight race here for the last 4 weeks. And I really figured Furious Steel was going to have the upper hand. Um, but we haven't really seen them face overly stiff competition yet. Their first time they actually faced a tough team. I can't remember if you were casting that with me or not, Chewy, against Minnesota Finest. That
Uh,
was what, week 3. So
don't
would have been
don't remember
last.
it.
Okay, maybe it wasn't you, but I know I casted it in Minnesota Finest. Pretty much dominated. Wasn't overly close in any of the respawns. The search may have been like a 6-3 or 6-4, but still, it was a really really impressive win for Minnesota Finest. And you kind of saw that this Furious Steel squad, even though they definitely have potential, going from last year's squad to this one was kind of a not a disappointment, but definitely a skill gap there, as these guys have to maybe be a little bit more disciplined in what they do in rotations and stuff like that. So, and Kim said she's excited for their new AR. Well, that's going to be good. It's an important position to have right now, as the AR is very potent. But Sad Boy Hours sitting there at 1-2, definitely needing a win. If Sad Boy Hours wins this matchup tonight, that division's going to get just so much stickier. There's going to be so many teams in play, especially with pickuppers having to still play their week 3 and week 4 matchup. They're a squad that has the talent to get to the top 3. So excited to see how it's going to go. But Minnesota Finest actually play the pickuppers this week, so that's going to be a fun matchup. EXO versus Envision on Thursday is going to be a big matchup as well, as both of them are sitting there at 1-2. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of big time matchups coming up in this division. And this is why I'm happy that we kind of structured things the way that we did, because there's a lot of tight races going on. The only division that seems kind of clear cut is Division 3, and that's because Void Clan and FCats are just kind of pulling away, and then the battle for third and fourth is gonna be tight. But outside of that, it's pretty black and white. And let's see here, what else is going to be tight. I think Division 4 should be pretty straightforward. Nova Core Team Prime will look really good. Um, Outside of that, we'll have to kind of see. And then Division 5, Trial and Natural Talent seem to be the very obvious top 2 teams in that division. So the race for the third seed will be pretty intense as well. Kim, Social Gaming TV, or TTV, thank you for the hosts. Appreciate that as always, guys. But Chewy, what are you hoping to see out of these squads? I don't know if you recall much about either of them. I don't know if I've actually seen Sadboihours play yet,
I don't think I have,
but
but I want to say I might have seen that Furious Steel game.
I think you did. I don't remember for sure, but I thought it was you and me casting it. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was just me soloing it, as that's pretty common. But I thought it was you. Hopefully, we'll see some good Call of Duty tonight, though. Last night, I think, had a couple 3-0s, so didn't see anything overly
I'd like to
competitive,
see a fourth
unfortunately.
map. Yeah, I'd like to see a fourth map. That's what
Yeah,
I'm hoping to see.
there you are.
Like,
I just have trouble finding your name.
honestly, my thing is so messed up. Yeah, I recognize Asuna's name already.
Yeah, that's a Sadboihours player. A couple names I do remember. Alkanzi, definitely recall that name. Lazy. Okay. I I don't really. Maybe
I
some of
actually
these
only
names I do
yeah.
remember seeing.
I think I remember
I don't know.
Asuna, but I don't know if I maybe scrimmed him recently or watched someone. I don't know.
Who knows? Either way, though, a very important matchup here. This should be a pretty even matchup as far as just the skill level and the competitiveness of this series. I think it's going to be pretty entertaining. Should be very close. I don't really know who I give the edge to because Sadboihours they've been so up and down this season so far. Like let's see here. They lost to Primal 3-0. Then lost to Exo Gaming, who's 1-2 as well, 3-2. Then they beat Envision, who has played the toughest team in this division to a 3-2 loss, which they arguably should have won. So Sadboihours beat Envision 3-1. And it's like I just can't figure out which team's going to show up and look good or which version of the team we're going to get. And I think they have made some roster changes, so that's probably why we see some inconsistent results. But definitely going to be interesting to see which team's going to come out on top, as it's very, very important for each team.
Correct.
And I feel like we had this discussion like one of the last couple times we casted, but it's kind of hard to decide whether it's more important for Furious Steel to get a win and kind of get that much closer to locking up a playoff spot, or is it more important for Sadboihours to win and keep themselves in the playoff hunt? Because like either way for Furious Steel, they're still going to be right in the thick of it. But if Sadboihours loses, they're going to be in a really tough spot, sitting there at 1-3. So kind of tough. Whether it's more important to cement yourself towards the top a little bit more firmly, or is it more important to stave off that 1-3 start? So we'll have to see. Elixir, what's up, brother? Look, all the FS fans roll in here. Love to see it. Fear of Steel has been growing like crazy. I feel like just yesterday they were a brand new entity on Twitter, and I was just getting to know Kim, and now they're sitting there at over 500 followers. My God, they're blowing up, Chewy.
Yeah, I'm a little Can you see the game chat thing in the bottom right? Or is that just me?
I can, but I don't actually pay attention to it.
You might want to, because I'm just confused. Do you see my
I don't.
confusion?
Yeah, I don't understand what's happening here. Uh, I don't I don't know what the issue is.
They claim they want to use deadies. I don't know if we can cast this then.
Yeah, I think people have been using them recently, so it should be fine.
I haven't figured out how to really do it though. Maybe that's just me. I don't know if you've had
As
experience.
far as I know, they're working correctly. I think people have been using them recently, and I haven't had any issues. So then again, I haven't really paid attention, so maybe they weren't, but I'm pretty sure they have. Um, so when they go to a custom lobby, if that little text is green, does that mean daddies are active? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, that just means we're all in a party. Like we're in a game about to load into the map and then load into.
Okay.
That makes sense. Probably doesn't.
Well, then
I'm
yeah,
just
then we're gonna then we're just going to keep it the way it is because everyone's been playing on the exact same situation the entire season. So we're not going to do anything differently just because people want to use Deddies. So we're going to keep it consistent here. I don't understand why this is becoming an issue, but
Yeah. Like I said,
sorry, stream. We are going to get this going here quickly. Got to figure out some issues, of course.
wouldn't be casting Call of Duty without the time torch.
Pretty much. Like, what's the issue with the dedicated servers? I don't understand. What's the problem?
I don't know. I'm really confused on why they think that they can use a coach.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to have a coach in there, it's up to the other team whether they allow it or not. So if they don't allow it, then so be it. Interesting stuff. It looks like we are going to a Gunrunner hardpoint, a very, very common starting map. Waves, I thought that used to be the case. I thought it was fixed, but I very well could be wrong. I don't stay up to date on that, so.
I heard it was
Okay,
fixed a while
well,
ago, but then I tried to fix it, and then I tried it and it didn't really work. Bro, lazy. If you don't know
well,
what the stream name is, like I don't know what you're doing, buddy. It's everywhere.
okay. So it's not even just the codcaster that they just don't work in. They just don't work in general. Okay. And the codcaster doesn't work in 12 hertz, so it's not. It probably doesn't really matter. Yeah, then we're not going to play on Deddies. It sounds like they have too many issues as it is, and since no other teams have used them, then we're not going to worry about it. So, connection failed. Unable to. What just happened?
Oh my gosh, what is happening?
I don't know. This game is just broken.
Did you get that invite?
I did, yeah. Now I'm just connecting to Xbox Live.
You might have to reset
Always a
your
lot of
game.
fun. Yeah. All right, stream. 1 second. I'm gonna restart my game here.
Sorry, stream.
I just do not understand how this game has so many little, just stupid issues. It actually blows me away.
And everyone's leaving. I'm confused.
I'm not sure if... actually, there might be issues with the server. I'm not able to get on. Lazy
Oh,
Beans,
good.
thank you for the follow. So, server queue. Okay. Okay, so we are having some temporary maintenance issues. Yeah, this game has so many connection issues, it's actually kind of ridiculous. Not great.
During this downtime, if you're in chat and you haven't followed the channel, please do so as we work our way up to 1,700 followers. Is that right?
Correct, yeah.
We're 5 away. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, I feel like we just blew through 1,600. I feel like it was like just kind of recently that we got to 1,600. Now we're just blowing through. Wavy, thank you for the follow as well. But looks like we do have some type of server issues, so I assume it's for both squads. It just kind of popped up for me, and now we may...
It looks like I got 4 on one team and 3 on another.
Okay. Well, it's probably good that I have it too, because then we know that one team's not just torching. So that's a plus, I guess, if there's any silver lining at all. But guys, we may have to
Chalk it.
suspend this for the time being. I didn't want to say chalk because that just makes it seem like we're saying screw it, but we have to suspend it for the time being until Modern Warfare figures out the server issues. So
I swear they decided to rent from high res.
Yeah, you would think.
Shout out Smite.
Says my estimated wait time is 2 minutes and 10 seconds, but it hasn't changed since since I did this. So
Uh, Tommy on one of the teams says it takes like 5 minutes to queue a work. Was stuck in it before, so
okay. Well, I don't know if things have changed. This is the first time I got this, and I played earlier today. So I don't. Oh, connect to Xbox Live. Here we go. We're connecting. Yeah, it's not working.
are you? Did it kick you back out to the server?
It just says I got a queue. Trying to talk to the team captains here, get everyone under the same point of view here. Naturally. Of course. This has been a couple of times this season, or I guess the last couple of seasons, where the servers just like stopped working right when we're about to get some matches going. You gotta love to see it. Oh man, this game.
Oh, I just got kicked. Uh,
All right, guys. Well, I think we're just going to postpone this for now. I'm going to talk to the team captains to try to get everyone on the same page here. But very obviously, we're having some issues. So hopefully, we will get up and going here shortly. But make sure to keep an eye on our Twitter for updates on when we're going to get this match going. If it's kind of like a last second thing, don't know if it'll be on stream or not. But we will do our best. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. But everyone that stopped by, I apologize for the lack of Call of
content.
Duty.
Yeah.
But yeah, of content. Well, you got some content. It just wasn't Call of Duty content. It was just us sitting here and talking while the servers were having issues. So appreciate you guys very much. But we will be back with you as soon as we can, and hopefully it's not too much of a delay here. But keep an eye out, and we will be back as soon as we can. Thanks, guys.
Bro,